So I first started teaching evening classes at GSU this semester. I have taught evening classes at University of North Georgia before then. For the student body in evening classes, I generally find that students do have a wider variety of experiences during evening classes. Especially, I always like having older students in my classes because they do carry more life experiences than people who are, 18 or 22 or something like that. So yeah, I think just them having more experience in life in general, that'll often bring interesting conversations that we could have that we don't often have in maybe day classes. I think what I really learned from my students in evening classes is trying to be attentive as an instructor to the different life circumstances that students have. In general, teaching at a place like Perimeter, I always try to keep in mind that people are busy, people have a lot of other responsibilities that when I taught at Georgia Tech, a more traditional place, those students are busy, but they are there full-time. That's what they're doing. They live there. Working full-time and going to school, that's what I did when I was an undergrad. So sometimes when I have students who are also doing that, we can understand each other in a certain sense of like, oh yeah, I know what that's like. I understand what it's like to have to do that. I can empathize and how you might want to complete this assignment.
The reason I started teaching GSU night classes, evening classes, is because I wanted to continue teaching and keep my day job as well. Outside of GSU, I'm a therapist, and I work with a nonprofit providing therapy services. The main difference between the teaching during the day and in the evening is that for a long time when I was doing the daytime classes, there was a lot of students, especially if it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. There's just a whole room full of students. Evening classes are a little bit smaller, and also in Alpharetta, they're smaller than they were, for instance, in Dunwoody. And also the type of students who come to evening classes mostly are working full-time or are more mature students, returning students, people who went to college years ago and now they want to come back and they're still working full-time, so they take an evening class. So I find a good blend of maybe returning students, so I get to hear a lot of their experiences, how they experienced college earlier, or their work life or their family life, and those experiences that they're bringing to class. I get to benefit from that, and so do the younger students. And all
places, I'm a strong proponent of evening class. I think every college should offer them, just that way everybody has the chance, the opportunity to go and to get an education and to learn things and get the credentials to get a better job, whatever they want to do it for. So I'm a big proponent of evening class. I think they're extremely important at every institution.
So there's value in having flexibility and in having a time in the evening when you're not working and you've sort of put the affairs of the day aside, and now you're doing something mostly for yourself, to educate yourself or to learn with others and to interact in a different format than you would during the day.